Hey guys, I just wanted to record a quick message and say that um, it was in the past week or so, I've offered a few ideas for who I think would be a good interim chancellor, and I just want to say that I think that was a mistake on my part. I think that I kind of got ahead of myself, and I'll be completely honest. I don't know who to trust. I don't really understand what the process will look like to get a new chancellor or to get an interim chancellor. So all I'm going to do is just focus on getting Rebecca Blank fired and kind of trying to amass the outrage to get her fired. And I'm going to leave it up to the good people at UW-Madison and the state government and whoever else is involved in this decision. I'm going to leave it up to them to hopefully get us an interim chancellor who is willing to write the letter to the president demanding a new investigation to 9/11. So I just wanted to say that um, I'm sorry I kind of got ahead of myself and was trying to be kingmaker or something. I really don't know who would be best suited for this. I will say that if we get Rebecca Blank fired for quote unquote appeasing a racist donor, which is that's not what actually happened, but that's what they tried to kind of present it as. That was kind of their cover story. If we get her fired for protecting or for appeasing a racist donor, and the interim chancellor goes in, and the interim chancellor isn't willing to write the letter to the president demanding a new 9/11 investigation, you have to understand that we won't be able to get rid of the interim chancellor the same way we're getting rid of Rebecca Blank. So getting the right person to be the interim chancellor, if the professors and the departments aren't willing to write their letters individually and would rather just sign a letter written by the chancellor, then we have to understand that the wrong chancellor or the wrong interim chancellor will stop this thing dead in its tracks. So I just wanted to say that I'm going to try to leave it up to other people to make sure that we get a good interim chancellor who's willing to write the letter. I think it's important to at this point in time, you have to kind of be thinking to yourself, okay, who are the good people? Who are the people who really want 9/11 to be exposed? Who are the people who want UW-Madison to get this glory and this prestige? Because a lot of people like Rebecca Blank don't want 9/11 to be exposed at all. So, as this palace coup is going down and people are trying to fill the power vacuum, you guys just have to understand that all the good guys, we all have a single objective, which is to get this letter sent to the president. And so, we have a major numerical, as usual in this conflict, we have a tremendous numerical advantage over the satanic pedophiles. And so, I'm just telling you that I have no idea what would go into the process of picking an interim chancellor. I don't know who would be the right pick for interim chancellor. I don't know who would be the most reliable person for this special responsibility. And so I'm just going to let you guys know that I'm going to try to do everything I can. I'm just going to focus on trying to generate enough outrage or enough awareness about the situation to get Rebecca Blank fired. And I'm going to leave it up to everyone else or to everyone down the university to try to make sure that the interim chancellor is on our side and wants to write the letter to the president about the new 9/11 investigation. So uh, I'm sorry it's taking so long. I think with a uh, kind of a reduced scope to this presentation, it shouldn't take very long to get it together and get the critical information about what's going to be happening next week. It shouldn't take too long. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the night. So I just want to say that I'm sorry I kind of, uh, looking back, I wish I hadn't been offering, interim chancellor ideas. I wish I would have just kind of made it clear that, hey, this is above my pay grade, and hopefully by getting Rebecca Blank fired, someone good will be in a position to put someone good forward as the interim chancellor who will write the letter about 9/11 to President Trump. So that's all for now. I'm sorry it's taken so long. Thanks.